can't see we. Time to depend on we folks. So then, just so we and them is friends. Stop it to say howdy do. Shaking hand with me and you. They will hug your granny, kiss your baby, while we dribble too. Doggy look a bone. Doggy, doggy look a bone, look a bone. Doggy look a bone. Doggy, doggy look a bone, look a bone. After election, all the bone done. So come and touch it. Don't look so shocked. Don't just watch it. Doggy song. Is now they care. They start to share plenty favor. Their behavior is so concerned. First time they learn. Yes, now people getting burned. So they run to one and all, begging big and begging small. Doggy, look at back way, look at highway, look at hospital. Doggy, look at bone. Doggy, doggy, look at bone, look at bone. Doggy, look at bone. Doggy, doggy, look at bone, look at bone. After election, all the bone gone. So come and touch it. Don't look so shocked. Don't just watch it, doggy song. In little track behind God's back, see them reaching, hear them preaching. We quite aware of problems here. Have hope, deliverance near. We go clean your dirty drain. We go fill our water main. Life will be so happy if you only vote for we again. Doggy look a bone. Doggy, doggy look a bone, look a bone. Doggy look a bone. Doggy, doggy look a bone, look a bone. After election, all the bone done. So come and touch it. Don't look so shocked. Don't just watch it, doggy song.
Hey, let me jump in here and say good afternoon to all of Trinidad and good afternoon to our Tobago family, our sister Isle of Tobago. I want to say also good afternoon to all those in the thousands and thousands and thousands that is listening via Facebook, YouTube, our Facebook. If you have never joined us on Facebook, I would like you to join us on Facebook today at Street 919 FM on Facebook. And to our YouTubers, it's IWER TV on YouTube. Very simple to find us on YouTube. You just go up to the search bar, IWER TV on YouTube. I want to start this afternoon by saying thank you to the backbone of the program, which is each and every one of you out there. And I am speaking about everyone. Even the people that speaks negative, but you are there. Even when you call and sometimes you don't really make sense, but you're there. Right? We thank you for being there. Right? And also heartfelt thank you to whoever found the young man last night, the owner of the plant shop son, his 14-year-old son, was found and he was safe. Thank you, Trinidad and Tobago, for not making him another number. Our highest murder rate in Trinidad recorded was 605, if I'm not mistaken. Right? We have surpassed that already. When we were at 593, I was begging Trinidad to just try and let's just hold it down there. We have surpassed that. I think the number right now is 613, right? Where are we really going? Are you a proud Trinidadian? Are you proud of the decisions that we make as a people? Are you proud of the decisions that the people that we put in power? And I hate that word. I will say it again. The people that we put in power. When I tell you I hate that word, I hate that word. You know why? Because on one hand we say we put them in power, but in the other hand we are hypocrites because we turn and say that they are working for us, that they are public servants. Well, if you had ever believed to yourself that they were public servants, then all that is going on around you right now, you would not have been accepting it. You believe that you put them in power. That is why. That's the only reason you have them advantaging you and say nothing. Because that word power, you give them the strength to do what they want because they are in power. Right? You give them the opportunity to do what they want because they are in power. Right? And you happy because you put them in power. I want you to understand what I'm telling you this afternoon. They are no longer public servants because servants don't be in power. Right? Servants and power don't go in the same category. If you take back the power and put them where they're supposed to be as public servants, then they will do their job. Then you can demand and not feel guilty. And not feel like if you speak against the people that you put there, you're talking against them. Because I put them there. And I'm not speaking against them. I'm speaking for them to do the right thing. This afternoon, we, Trinidad and Tobago, have failed. We are a failed population. We failed our children. We failed our grandchildren. All who sitting up there and feel, well, here what? Yeah, we beat them. We did for 10 years. And like the foolish people who would call and say, they're not moving. We'll be there for the next 20 years. All they will have to die knowing that PNM are moving. You failed. You're a fool. You failed. You lose. Only because you like politics more than God, your children, your grandchildren. You like politics more than your mother and your father. You like politics more than food. You like politics more than safety. You like politics more than your health. Because if you didn't like politics more than food, when food prices went up, you would have said something. If you didn't like it more than your health, every time you go to the hospital and you have to spend the whole damn day there, right? For them to give you some tablets and send you home, and you know the process could be faster, but it's just drawn out because you like politics more than your own health. Then, if you didn't like politics more than your health, the health situation in Trinidad would have been different. Your children, schooling, and education, and everything that surrounds them would have been different. Because to you, you don't like politics more than your children. But I know I'm speaking this afternoon, and I'm speaking to some hard-headed people out there who is saying to themselves, ATC, you talking foolishness. But you all, and you're going to go over yonder soon. We all have to go over yonder, but you're going to go soon. Right? And when you go over yonder, right, there's questions you have to answer, because you play politics with your children and your grandchildren and people, innocent people that you don't even know. You play politics with their life. Especially some of us who sits behind this mic here and feel like somebody like you out there. But you still sit behind this mic here, speaking for bread. Hungry mouth. Speaking for bread. You understand? That is why it is always, I will always reiterate, me, nobody out there could point at me and say, I speak for bread. Who wants to come here and sell their soul for bread? Go right ahead. But Trinidad, you have failed miserably. Only put people in power so you can remain where you are. The only time they don't be in power is when they dissolve parliament, right? And they decide to walk amongst you once more. Once again in 5 years, we're going to walk amongst you and kiss you and hug you and promise you we're going to give you the star and the moon and the galaxy. And then when we reach up there, we leave you down there to suffer. Because that's what you're accustomed to. I grew up on it. And it's sad to be here today to see that Trinidad and Tobago have not learned anything. They still play the same card, the same exact 7 cards they play on you. Every time they deal you a hand, they don't even change the cards. And you so foolish. You watch the same cards and say you're winning. How dumb we could be. And then we train our children to watch the same cards that we watch and die over. And tell our children that you see that hand you have there? That is a winning hand. And continue to lose. Not one radio host could come and tell you one day of the accomplishments of this government. Not one from 5 o'clock in the morning to 4 o'clock in the afternoon could come and read out the accomplishments of this government. All they could do is point fingers at Kamala and a government that we voted against. And you taking that like a fool for 10 years. I came here this afternoon and I came here so disgusted with some of you. So angry because like you won't learn, you're a dunce and you're going to be done until the day you die, and then you're going to point finger at the Indian people in this country and say, oh, the Indian and them and the Indian and them. The Indian people in this country is fixing their self. What are you doing? You running down power and staying hungry. You're power hungry. And under those same Indian people, you had a better life. How dumb can you be? And who don't like what I'm saying today, you could take it and haul. Because it has hurt you to know your own people and do for you. But the Indian people was opening door, window. They was opening cupboard door. They was opening every opportunity for you to come off the ground. They could come and speak accomplishments while you talking bacchanal on a platform. While you speaking bacchanal on a platform, they talking accomplishments. They're speaking accomplishments. And you talking bacchanal. How dumb and dotish. The highest murder rate ever. We cross it. We go on past. And all you realize we fail yet. All you realize we fail yet. All you give them power to suffer in the hospital, to suffer the education system, to suffer when they go to the supermarket, just to suffer your left, right, and center. Eh? You're going to do something simple in any government institution, right? They'll line you up like a damn dog and just keep you there 2-3 hours, and when you get through, yeah, but this only take 5 minutes. Chris, you laughing? It's the true dread. How much more at this all you gonna take to give you 4%? Well, who could I get 4%? Get 4% because MTS and CPS get $2 and it wasn't even $2, it was 1 something. Right? And they take 40-something% for themselves and say it's not for me alone. Eh? How much more heavy? How much more? I shame to be African. Black people is one of the strongest people in this world. But we're strong and dumb. You laugh.
Oh, God.
There's a saying, right? You have to work hard for what you want. Right? Everybody else working smart for what they want.
Yeah,
and we working hard for what we want. Slave mentality. Everybody else is working smart for what they want, but we working hard for what we want, right? Because we don't have no sense. We not smart. We don't want to work smart to get what we want.
Nope.
So 2 of us go in the same direction, doing the same thing, right? But the other person is working smart while I am working hard. Right? Because I believe the honest, by the sweat of thy brow, man shall eat bread. Right? So I just sweat while the other person who is doing the same thing is saying, I'm going to work smart and I'm going to get there. And he's getting there faster than me. You understand? How us as a country, and I'm saying this, how and when will we really, really understand what's going on here and learn and open our eyes and say to ourselves, yeah, boy, I throw in the towel. That's the point I at a while now heavy. Me, that's the point I am at a while now. I never march. I went out and represented the march the other day. If they call tomorrow and they say they need us to go out there again, I am going out there again. They could say, what marching go do? It will do something if all they stop asking that dotage question and come out. Stop asking that question and be the street now and see what marching will do. Right? Heavy, you go ahead.
I want to go right there what I said what marching go do. Because after the great Dr. Martin Luther King march on Washington and the Million Man March, you know what call a Million Man March? You just go on YouTube and type in the Million Man March. After he marched on Washington.
Go ahead, sorry.
The very next, am I going?
Yeah, you go ahead, you're on.
The very next day, the President of the United States called him and asked him what he wanted. And was able to get civil rights for black people in America, you know. And in the states that was still practicing the system, right? The segregation system. They had also remove it, you know. That was marching there, you know. You see, many of us, when we ask a march, a lot of us make excuses. A lot of us are scared. We are afraid. I remember a very long time ago when I was a child, somebody showed me an expression, they gave me a stick. And tell me, break this stick, and I break it. And then they say, that was easy, and I say, yeah. He pick up about 10 seconds to break it, and I couldn't break it.
Okay.
You understand? And he told me there's strength in numbers. So when 500 people go and march, right? And over 99 or 900,000 plus stay home and go about their daily lives like it never happened. All they want results. All they want people to march for you.
Yeah, and they sit at home.
Yeah, and they sit at home.
Reap the benefits. Yeah.
But they come out.
Yeah.
You understand? When people talk about what marching go do, that just come like the same people saying what voting go do. If you understand where I'm coming from, the same people about what voting go do, the same people about what marching go do. Them people intend to do nothing. Them people intend to do nothing. You understand? Eleanor Roosevelt said, a small-minded person think about people. Right? A small-minded person think about, a big-minded person think about events. And a very large, intelligent-minded person think about vision. Things to happen, things to come. Solutions. You understand? And how you put yourself in this world is how you go reap. So you sit studying people and what people say and what people do and what people this and what people that. You study how to get results, study ideas. Right? And I telling you, TC, you see what you say this season? Right? Sometimes I just feel but I just see my place, yes. Like I fighting a losing battle.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Yeah. I just feel like fighting a losing battle. I feel like I fighting for people who don't even know I fighting for them. I be walking and watching people on the road, on the promenade, all about the place and say, but what do these people really want, boy?
They want nothing. They want nothing. They want nothing.
You understand? TC, yesterday, I went Grand Bazaar. Right? I went Bamboo first to drop off my vehicle. I went Grand Bazaar after to get something to eat in the food court. And TC, me and a colleague of mine, when we went Grand Bazaar, while she driving, they had no parking, you know. The whole place, you know, big Grand Bazaar is. The whole place rammed with people.
You just going and living the
telling me now, but he say, Heavy, watch that. These people, like they don't even know going in the country. No. People shopping and it's normal, TC. Normal. Right?
Yeah.
I telling you right now, and I'm telling Trinidad and Tobago this. I'm not studying Christmas. I'm not studying Carnival. I studying election.
Yeah.
You know what I'm telling all you?
Yeah.
I'm not being distracted. I'm not even studying Christmas. I'm not even studying Carnival. I studying when is election date to get rid of this government. To save my children from this tyranny and oppression. You understand? I feel like I'm in slavery.
I study in election because I want to fix my twice doing wrong.
You want to fix it twice, eh?
Yeah, I eager to come back on this radio station and say I did not vote for the PNM.
Right.
I eager to say that out loud. I will be happy to the day that I go and dip my finger, right? We have to go for the B-Mobile Jingle Bell Jam. When we come back, we'll take your calls and things.
On the Street 919 FM, sponsored in part by B-Mobile. Life is on.
It's Nyla. There's no Christmas like my Christmas. A B-Mobile Christmas. That's my Christmas. There's nothing like the first days of pastel. Juicy ham, homemade bread and fresh orange. Changing all the curtains from room to room. Wrapping gifts while we singing foreign tunes. Nothing like winning big with B-Mobile. 1 million in prizes that will make you smile. There's no Christmas like my
is on.
It's Nyla. There's no Christmas like my Christmas. A B-Mobile Christmas. That's my Christmas. There's nothing like the first days of pastel. Juicy ham, homemade bread and fresh orange. Changing all the curtains from room to room. Wrapping gifts while we singing param tunes. Nothing like winning big with B-Mobile. 1 million in prizes that will make you smile. There's no Christmas like my Christmas. A B-Mobile Christmas. That's my Christmas.
Win over 1 million in prizes this season with B-Mobile.
B-Mobile.
Life is on.
So we are back on the inside. We're going to wrap up this hour. All right, we have some voice notes there. Let me play out those voice notes, and then we're going to, yeah, let me play out those voice notes, and then, well, by that time, we may be at the top of the hour. All right? So don't go anywhere. Let us play out the voice notes, and then we're going to continue the conversation after.
Hello, Heavy and TC. This is Donald J. Trump, the soon-to-be 47th President of the United
This person always sending us at a recording. We're not interested in any recording on a voice note. We wouldn't play a recording. So you could desist from one sort of recording all the time, and I don't play it out, and I'm not interested in that. If he's not making a vocal contribution, then I'm not playing any recording from anybody.
The Prime Minister of Tobago recently called the Prime Minister of Trinidad a house slave. And I think he should have expanded that in terms of, encompassing the whole of Trinidad, because sometimes I want to know if the people of Trinidad have a backbone. When you look at the Cambole riots in the 1880s and the Black Power movement in the 70s, and the advancement our ancestors make for us here and today, and you look at this generation who's supposed to be the most intelligent, the most brightest, the most advanced, the most everything, and we are just like spineless. I mean, I want to know if we are living in a country, if Trinidad is a country of house slaves, because it looks so, because we're seeing daily, everything that is going on. We're seeing the mistakes and the flop of this administration daily. I mean, it's so comical, like every single day is a blopper and a blopper and a blopper, but still we can't get up. We still can't honor the ancestors and get up, pick up ourselves and do something for ourselves. No wonder the Prime Minister of Tobago had to call us house Negroes.
Please stop misleading your listeners. Martin Luther King died in 1968. The Million Man March was held in 1995, led by Louis Farrakhan. Stop misleading the people, and you only had the guts to talk about what educating people, dumb and dumber.
Good afternoon, gentlemen, and to your listeners. This year asks about feeling proud. Proud, as I continue to say, the citizens have become worse, much more worse than the politicians. Because it's like if these people and them holding a nail for the politician, and the politician ponging going and the politician pong their hand, that will watch the politician face to see the reaction, to know if to make a sound of distress, to know if to say, oh gosh, ow, you hit my finger there. They're waiting to see the response of the politician first to determine if they're feeling pain or not. That's what's going on in this country, Come in and try to throw a public servant under the bus with no name, right? As if the public servant just come up with $25,000 out of thin air, and the notion to look at persons' income or savings, however they want to swing it now, right, to determine if you could qualify for a grant or not. All these things that these politicians doing, How come they're not having conversations about cutting back on the perks? Especially since all of them living somewhere and we paying house allowance and all them kind of rubbish. But no, it have people who cannot see any wrong in the PNM. And them just expect that highlighting the flaws of the UNC.
Attention business owners. Are you looking to reach a vast audience and boost your brand's visibility? Then look no further. The Street 919 FM is here to help you shine. With over 170,000 followers on our social media platforms, our radio station is the perfect platform to showcase your products and services. Join us and let your message be heard by thousands of eager listeners. Contact us now to learn more about our affordable advertising packages. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to connect with your target audience. Advertise with the Street 919 FM today. For more information, call 399-5959, 384-2232 or 378-1470.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM. The Street 919 FM mobile app is now live. Keep in the loop with all your favorite programs. Be in the know first and carry us wherever you go. Listen and watch us live at the click of your fingertips. Download our mobile app now. Go in your favorite app store, whether it be Android or Apple, and type in The Street 919 FM.
You feel you're smart?
Mommy, what you mean?
You feel I get Ampere's free smart Wi-Fi extender just for you to stay upstairs and play games?
Games? Mommy, I'm using it for homework too.
Good, because the neighbor daughter now get all she passes.
But Mommy, why are you so fast?
Fast like Ampere Smart 300. Look, you better do your homework before you really see who fast.
Sign up today for Amplia Smart 300 for $300 and you'll receive a free smart Wi-Fi extender. Visit amplia.co.tt or call 800-HOME now. Amplia, do more, live more.
Are you searching for the perfect venue for your wedding reception, company retreat, graduation celebration, or just an unforgettable party? Well, look no further. Vibes Event Space is ready to bring your event to life. Located at number 15 Mount Pleasant Boulevard, Bonaccord, Tobago. Our space offers the perfect settings for any occasion. Call us today at 394-3612 or 620-3057 to book your date. And don't forget to follow us on social media at Vibes Event Space to see what we're all about. Make your next event one to remember at Vibes the Event Space. The Event Space.
Christmas is coming, and we're heading back to T&T for that famous Royal Castle chicken. We just love the Royal Castle family meal with those 12 pieces of tasty chicken, the 6 yummy sides, and that refreshing 2-liter soft drink. It's just perfect for a nice Christmas lime. So if you're hustling and bustling like me, or if you just want some great tasting food, pick up the Royal Castle family meal. Happy holidays from Royal Castle. Ho, 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 ho.
On him, pour on us, God. Oh God, as we pray. Oh.
You are invited to join Pastor Morris Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center, located at 399 Eastern Main Road, Guayco in Sangre Grande, for the Old Time Gospel Hour all-night prayer every Friday evening, 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. Designed with you in mind, This ministry deals with today's issues from a biblical perspective. You will be given the opportunity to call in and interact with us. Micah 6:8 says, He hath showed thee, O man, what is good and what doth the Lord require of thee, but to do justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with thy God. Your free will gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated and can be sent through the First Citizens Bank, account 795222, in the name of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly. For more information, please call 753-1113. May God richly bless you.
Join the winning team with Pastor Alkaline John every Tuesday at 11:05 a.m. to 12 noon and every Wednesday night from 7:05 p.m. to 8 p.m. live on the street 919 FM as he talks about Lviv, the power of 5 fruits, one of the most powerful antioxidant supplements on the market today. The 5 superfruits in Lviv are mangosteen, acai, pomegranate, goji, and nuni. These fruits have a positive and profound impact on human health performance and disease. Join him as he gives live testimonials of the Lviv healing powers. To get more information, you can contact Pastor Alkaline John at 516-286-7079 or you can visit his webpage at www.alkalinejohn.com. Remember, every Tuesday at 11:05 a.m. and Wednesday at 7:05 p.m. live on the street 919 FM.
Tune in to The Street 919 FM every Friday from 9:15 a.m. to 9:45 a.m. with Kingdom Health Services, situated at number 125 to 186 Eastern Main Road in Tunapuna. For the program, Health and Healing, merging the old with the new, with Mr. Brent Diet. For more information, call 318-7471 or 484-0141 or 360-4100. It's all about Kingdom Health Services on the street 919 FM.
Hey, senior. Yeah. So you're a bumper hunter, eh? My name is Ben TC. Who are you?
No, this is Burbis, Mr. Chocolate, bumper hunter.
We hunting bumpers, we looking for bumpers. We hunting bumpers, we looking for bumpers. We hunting bumpers, we looking for bumpers.
Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
All you going good. When a lot of crap continue to take place in the country, boy, the father go beat me bad here, you know. Bad here, you know. For knowing the right and loving to do the wrong, you know. Knowing the right and watching the wrong and ain't saying nothing, you know. Bad licks we will get here in Trinidad, you know. Because persons just cannot sit down and think for themselves. Everything is dependent on what our politicians say and does, and then they follow suit. These people came up with their own $25,000 figure and find that was, yeah, let me give it a go. Maybe you didn't get the green light yet, so the public servant went ahead, but is you all the leadership who came up with that figure? Whichever one of you, when all they sit down in all the caucuses and talking crap, like it's just plans on how to make the lives of these citizenry worse.
Good day, heavy NTC Bitcoin. Well, the Minister of Social Welfare and the AG threw some public servant under the bus for this $25,000 clause that they have there now. But everybody knows it's a cost-cutting exercise at them on, because they want less people to apply for this grant. That is what it come down to. They ain't have no money, and they have money to run the government. That's what's going on there. For this drug and gas deal and all them other deals, looking kind of fishy now that Trump taking office. So we go wait and see what happens in the future, because I know money scarce with this government and things hard. So is the public who have to pay in the end. So they brace all themselves and tighten all their belt, fellas. Tighten it real good. Have a good day, fellas.
TC and Heavy, good afternoon, my brothers, and good afternoon to the listeners of this frequency. Yeah, Mr. George and family. Now, TC, there's a new problem I see pushing out its head in the country. I want to call on Mr. Marvin Gonzal. I think it's Marvin Gonzal. Mr. Gonzal, what is that new digging policy all over the country, especially around? Look what you all did in San. What is really going on in the San Juan area? We never see any leak in those areas, you know. I wonder if this is a purpose of digging up the place. I don't want to believe that. Now look, for instance, by Neil and Massey and over to the corner of Park Street and the Lady Young. That road just recede. You all dig it up and have a set of pebbles all over the road there. You go by block 45 on the Lady Young, you dig a ditch there, you patch it back and have a dip in it. I wonder if it's sacrifice, you're trying to sacrifice the drivers in the country to get your zombie blood running. Is that what's going on? Because people pulling away from pothole in this country and turning over and crashing and killing themselves, and you all getting away with that scot-free because of the road. What it is going on with the Nation Road? I'm going to come straight into the traffic in Port of Spain, unnecessary traffic. Why you only have the traffic wardens and then by Church's Chicken only, and leaving the other part of Independence Square that's creating a bottleneck there because of people crossing? Why you don't use the traffic wardens and then in a proper manner let them control the crossing of the people so the capital could be free of traffic? Look at Henry Street. When you look at Henry Street, it's people crossing the road lackadaisical, people parking up all ridiculous ways in the country. You're all not into that. You're all into looking to tell a man, look left, look right, your backlight and working. Why all these derelict vehicles still in the communities, all wrong corners? In the night when you go to park up vehicles right now, you're not even getting an opportunity to park vehicles because of derelict vehicles. Why you all didn't come up with a policy to take these vehicles, let the people them get a deadline to remove the vehicles and keep the Nation Road clear and leave the driving public alone, because the driving public vehicle is working. It have whole streets. I don't want to identify no street for you all, but there's streets where a lot of derelict vehicles have to be removed. They're there for decades and only leave that there on to the people. Only on to the moving class, the working class was trying to get from here to there and torturing the population. What it is going on with the road service, Mr. Rohan Sinanan, I want to deal with you too. Yeah, you as a man supposed to come up with that policy. Right now, people driving in this country and don't know the hand signal on them in the country. They don't even know the rules on the road, but they have a driver's permit here. That is because of what you don't know what's going on. Why don't you ease up on the automatic license for a while in the country and make it more a female thing? Eh? All that is help if you want to help. Let these people learn to drive more properly. You see man opening out with car long corner like if it's a double jointed vehicle. That's because they didn't do no regulation. They don't know nothing. Look, coming out from first and last and the lady young. Coming out on the first and last and the lady young. No car not supposed to bounce there. Car keep bouncing there because man coming straight over and trying to go into the left lane while there's a center lane for who come out from inside the first and last. What about the piece of side road between first and last to come back down by Fernandez? They look how long that piece of road break away, Mr. Rohanson, and it have houses in the back there, family members. They had a job short and tote the grocery inside or let the car come wrong and costing them more. But all they want me to keep all there. But I want to say, all the time is coming. And the people waiting on all there, especially that man with the high salary, we waiting on all there. Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. Sorry to be so long.
PC and every good evening. Well, money is scarce right now, but when they come in, after Kamlan, this country had money, and it's not that they didn't have money. It's just the thief and they squander the money. That's why the country reached in the position where it is now. So that's why they had to end up borrowing. That's why we have money for the pensioners and them. So we had to go through all this kind of thing here with all these antics.
So watch that.
You understand? But it's not.
Because let's go ahead and play the video. It's based on what we talk about this week here. Why my mic so loud?
Yeah, you go ahead. I'll fix it up.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Go ahead and play the video to see that based on what we talk about this week concerning all the events that happened this week here. Right? And concerning yesterday with the pension. Oh Lord. I like what Philip put it across. So just give him a play there. Good afternoon to you, Philip Alexander. Always doctor and listening.
You're following that story with Donna Cox, Minister of Social Development, and Reginald Armour, Attorney General. You're following that story close? I want to tell you something. 2 government ministers have been caught dead to rights, lying to the people of Trinidad and Tobago, and both of them have to be fired before Christmas. Trinidadians need to come out in the streets, fire them before Christmas. I tell you why. This is what Reginald Armour, and in fact, they should disbar Armour. If the Law Association in Trinidad and Tobago had any balls and cared about upkeeping the integrity of the law, he should be disbarred for this. Reginald Armour wants you to believe that a public servant on his own or her own volition wrote in a clause into a bill capping pensions based on savings. Now why in the world of all the gods that are holy would any public servant give a damn about capping pensions? But let's assume, for argument's sake, that first lie is true. It falls apart on the other 2 lies. This is why you are the Attorney General. You are going to read a bill into law and you don't check it. You read it and you miss a new glaring clause. Is only when Kamla Prasad Bisesa raised it in the public space and the people push back, you recognized it. Let's assume, for argument's sake, that even that lie is true. The lie that makes it all fall apart is Donna Cox. When Donna Cox picked up a bill and read a strange clause with confidence, defend it, define it, promote it, argue for it. How could that be if it is a strange clause that she and Armour knew nothing about? Both of them. Listen, I find I am showing wonderful restraint, not cussing on this video. Both of them have to be fired. Trinidadians. Both of them have to be fired. Don't let them change the narrative. Both of them have to be fired. Reginald Amo as Attorney General and Donna Cox have to be fired for attempting to deceive the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Nothing less is acceptable. And if Keith Rowley does not fire them, fire Keith Rowley.
Well said, boy. And we say make perfect sense. The defense that they give yesterday in the press conference is flawed. Who public servants go and put in that document?
For them to read.
For them to read.
For them to read.
And they still pass it.
Yeah.
Even if they read it and they see it, they still pass it.
And argue it too.
Eh?
And argued it as well.
And argued and defended it?
Yeah, and defended it as well.
You understand? It's only when the people lash back. Yesterday, TC, that they went and pull a press conference, TC.
Yep.
They have to be fired. They try to deceive the people.
Yep.
Since when public servants writing amendments in bills? Them killing me, yes. Oh, poor Godfather. TC, Trinidad is not a real place. I just have back to bring that to now. Let me go ahead and take the calls, huh? People ringing the waiting with bated breath. Go ahead and listen to what the people are saying.
Caller, good evening, welcome. Caller, good evening.
Good afternoon, welcome. Of course, what time is this anyway?
Yeah.
But in any case, TC and Heavy, nobody could write a public note, goes through many stages before it reaches the Parliament.
Correct.
Right? Even if you want to believe what you want to believe, who could put it, even if something is put in by whoever, right? It has to be analyzed, it has to go through this, and then it has to be go through the cabinet itself. How many times in the cabinet then, in case they need to change anything, and then it is brought to the Parliament. So whether you Heavy get his hand, got a pen, and put in something in the note, it cannot reach Parliament. It cannot. That's what I'm trying to say. How people still debating on. You understand what I mean?
Yes,
and wondering.
exactly.
That is so foolish. Even when they said it, even when Reginald, even Attorney General, it sounds not even my child would say that.
Yeah.
How come? Anyway.
They're trying to cover the tracks.
What is that?
I said they're trying to cover themselves. They're trying to cast blame on somebody else. Who would want to do that?
They're not trying to cover themselves, because my child could have covered themselves better. That's what I'm telling you. They're not trying to cover themselves. If you're trying to cover yourself, you would say something better.
Yeah.
How could you cover yourself saying foolishness?
Yeah, thank you, God.
You know? Okay, bye-bye.
Bye, thank you.
Caller, good afternoon, welcome.
Good afternoon, Brother Heavy and Brother TC, and to all your listeners. And Brother Heavy and TC, could I say something to you all? I would like to say, then good luck to our co-host on another program, Brother Andy Williams, who will be screening this evening under the United National Congress, possible for the Sangre Grande Toco seat. So we wish him a little bit of luck in his endeavor. So, Uncle, here we're going on now, TC and Brother Heavy. Oh God, your boss me is.
Go ahead.
A thief from a thief. A thief from a thief. You see where they catch them lying again? Because it comes just like the same thing with the points and the driver's permit. When others had raised the topic on this studio, the length and breadth, and showing how then the merit points is evil. When Ms. Kamala Prasad Bisesa says she will revoke it, they come then and do retract it. Then the same thing with the property tax, they bring it at 3%, and they force it on the people's throat. Then they come now and they go into Parliament, and they know where that bill stand right now. So they are lying. And you know what is the sweet thing about it? there are few people will call our radio station to try to defend it and say that we track it, so what is the problem? But I only hope they know that the PNM party supporters have people who reach 65 years old too, who are reaching 65 years old too, and it will affect them and all too. So it's across the board. So once more again, another lie and another lie I get catch. So I want to know if all will still say great is the PNM. So UNC, all the way. Have a good evening, brothers.
Thank you so much for your call. Thank you so much. Caller, good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Mr. PP and your colleague.
Hey, good afternoon. What's up?
That press conference yesterday was an engagement in public relations and damage control. And that was precipitated by what you call the outrage and outcry of the people of this country. So they try to control, do damage control. And, you know, the whole question, it appears to me, it's all about deception. And they mastered it. And they're very good, you know. They blame everybody. They blame the opposition leader. They blame the people, you and I, everybody, they blame me for crime. Isn't that so?
Mm-hmm.
Everything they blame. They're blaming everybody. Now they come in and blame our public servants.
Yeah.
You're blaming our public servants. But you see, the problem is that a lot of people in Trinidad, but they're not interested in politics, and some of them don't understand it, and not through their fault because they're not exposed to it. But one must understand public administration. There are certain principles by which that protects the public officer. We talk about that inherent to their functioning because they refer to them as the machinery of government. Their task is to implement. Yes, the public servants engage or they assist in the formation of policy. They engage in the assembling of data and whatnot in order to develop policy. But the fact remains is that, and if you understand, I think you some time ago, your colleague there wrote and spoke about the public service. He made a very good presentation with some months ago, on probably over a year. The fact remains, you talk about moving from cabinet notes and going up the road. Yes, in your department, you have what you call a legal department. They have a legal department in social ministry. You have lawyers there who go through these, notwithstanding, you have the parliamentary council who do all the drafting and all these things. It reaches to the cabinet go through it, they sit down, the ministers in the cabinet, and they go through those documents. Right? So they know what is actually going there. They're the ones who determine whether in fact the bill, whether it becomes law, whether it's proclaimed, and all these different things. You go back to when they talk about this guy who died sometime, with respect to that 34, section 34. The fact remains is that public servants, there are certain core principles which protects them, or by which they operate, and by which we understand the function of this. You talk about anonymity, you talk about permanence, you talk about neutrality. They ought to be neutral, not serving any government that comes into power. Impartiality, not being political, but you come back to anonymity, which part you don't. Public servants are not to be held responsible for the failure or the success of any government policy. But you bring in you're trying to deceive me. I don't understand, apparently. Because what I'm saying, how the public servants come into that? They have, and that is a principle in terms of public administration, the function of the civil service. So when you tell people that a public servant, we put that in there, for a public servant in the very same ministry, the people working within there, they're watching in the morning, this is the man who put in this, this is the permanent secretary, or the deputy permanent secretary who put this thing in confusion, and the fact remains it affects the efficiency in terms of the operation of the public service. So the principle within Commonwealth countries that follow the Westminster system, if you go to Canada, it's the same thing. Anonymity, public servants are to remain anonymous. The policy, they are not the policy implementation in the form of a bill, because that is policy. And that is the remit of the minister, not the and they ought to come back to prime ministerial collective responsibility and individual responsibility. The minister is responsible. He is the head of the department, and he brings that to the bill, or bring the bill, or bring the cabinet minute, and bring all these things to cabinet. The public officer is divorced from that. So telling me, because I stupid, the public servant put a clause there. I stupid? The people trying to be so foolish? They're so foolish? Understand the process. I think this guy wrote about a series in terms of public administration, the civil service, and the minister. He had a 10-part series on people ought to get that and read that. 10 Sundays explaining to you the role of the and the function of the civil service and the relationship with the cabinet, the minister, and all that. But I mean these people going like they're going off their records. That can happen in England. I'm telling you. You could stand up and talk about a minister putting a public servant writing some clause in a bill. That's madness. That is comical. That is comical. And you can't fool. I mean, that's to fool me. They know they have a lot of stupid people in Trinidad. People they could bamboozle. People they could roll wrong roughshod around them. So they talk all this nonsense. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Mr. West.
Caller, good afternoon. Welcome.
Heavy TC.
Hey, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, caller.
Partners and Trinidad and Tobago, the two highest offices form of government is the Attorney General and the Prime Minister. Them is the two first people is at a soil. I don't know if Trinidad and Tobago remember when Robinson did make all the ministers resign with the bacchanal with them and Pande and them. And he was advised immediately he had no government. You must get back in Attorney General.
I come from Jackie this season.
If we have Attorney General and he's saying somebody else doing his work, and the minister saying somebody else doing them work that they don't know where they read out, but only looking for razor pay. You don't think them razor pay could have had 3 fire stations in Malabar, Arima area? Yeah. And we could have buy some more fire truck?
Correct.
Eh? I find right now this government supposed to dissolve Parliament immediately, because it's from the Auditor General to this one now with the Attorney General. Look up, so where we really waiting on? We waiting on a spaceship to land here? It's time for Trinidad and Tobago people to show we are serious for once in our life, Heavy and TC. We have to get rid because we don't have a government right now. The people not running the affairs of the country is money just spending, and you can't see where the money really going and here who paying. No, you telling me about pensioners. Eh? You just imagine a man pray to reach the age of 60 to feel comfortable, to get a little pension with the oil money and the pit plate and resources. Listen, I want to be too long, but let me tell you something. Panama have won 2 sets of resources, the Panama Canal and tourism. And if you see you could still get a train ride for 30-something cents, you gain a ticket for $2 to ride the bus, the train, anything. You gain pants and food. $20 could give you an outfit and lunch. And we here watching people getting homeless every day. You pass on TC, you say something yesterday. Every day, right now in Dabadi, you have a big strong lady on the pavement. Every day you pass, you're seeing somebody new, boy. Every day. And the people in this country, just because you could buy a little half pound of tomato and your neighbor can't buy.
Yeah.
You's a P&M till all you're dead. You ain't see we have a dead Christmas? Christmas dead. Listen, in all my life, I have never seen a Christmas and we parents had it more poor than how it was now. Trinidad and Tobago, TC, all you're fighting. But it look like, what kind of people really we talk? All you're talking
Exactly,
to?
exactly.
Who we really talking to?
That is why I open up this afternoon. What is the fight about? Who we really talking to? Because we talking to certain people that is just overwhelmingly dumb.
You know what I hear this morning and feel good? When I hear Dale and Tony saying this morning that Camilla is who raised this thing and caused the government now to get confused because it was going on past that, or it done past. Listen to me now. Next year, too long for these people planning. These people have a plan to eliminate people from this country. That is only one set of people go be here just now, you know. The 1%, the Chinese, and the Indians who feel there's a 1% too. Heavy are calling on black people and poor people. All you wake up, boy. Let me take the street. All you don't wait for Christmas Eve. Don't wait for next year. It's too much of we ending up in the madhouse. It's too much of homelessness. And in both and let me tell you, in both and them they win election or they lost, you know, because they're making sure the business fixed. You see Newman George and all of them, he on 10 the fund board. You know right now, he have a big thing in HDC. But HDC workers and them used to have a nice Christmas party under Jolene John and Monilal and them in Hyatt with Marshall. You know, them have a Christmas party with 2 new companies. HDC have 3 board, you know. 3 board. But the new people who they take from HDC, they carry them in Hyatt. So you see the discrimination, because you know why? Don't care where we do all you in rioting, all you in marching by white doing nothing.
Just take. Yeah,
But
man,
partner,
thanks so much.
By any means necessary, Malcolm X read the books and know the page, the Bible, Jesus, everybody. I ain't letting nobody slap me on one side of my cheeks for me to turn for them to break my jaw. All you have a nice day.
Thank you so much. Hi, good afternoon, welcome.
Good afternoon, Eddie. Good afternoon, TC.
Yes, good afternoon, KFC.
No, I don't care, see, I don't care.
Cottage meeting, you know, Kamala, they give out award. Grim Reaper to DL Singh, Grim Reaper of the year for DL Singh. Colin Board get Liar of the Year. Liar of the Year, Heavy. Colin Board and Dr. Rowley was running up for no confidence. I mean, incompetent. The most incompetent. Check it out, Heavy, when she was giving out our award. She was giving out our award Monday night at Heavy. I don't know if you watched and see it. Same thing, only talking about today, what I was doing, the incompetent Heavy. And she gave out Bubbly Award to Bartari and Mr. Yates and Mr. Chance and Jenny to support all who supported the PNM still. They give them Bubbly Award, Heavy. A shame when she call out them thing, Heavy. That is to show you what we taking in this country, Heavy. We cannot take it no more, Heavy. Heavy. That, oh God, boy, brother, I can't talk no more. Bless you.
Yeah, man,
thank you, brother.
Caller, good afternoon, welcome.
Hi. Hello, good afternoon, TC and Ivy.
Good afternoon.
Hello?
Yes, good afternoon.
You're live. Yeah, man.
TC and Ivy. Good afternoon. Yes. I hear good afternoon. Heavy, I want to improve something to I could be wrong, but yeah. So in 26 consecutive PLM around the country, right? The most amount of strike and protest it had under the great Eric Williams. I feel the citizens was tested and proven to be loyal to the PNM party. Because under the 6 consecutive terms, which is 30 years, it had 1975 with strike for workers, well, field workers and things like Black Power movement and all kind of strikes it had. Serious strike with it had on that PNM party. So I feel that this wrongs here. This PNM trying to test to see if the people still 100% loyal. Because since 2017, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 24, the amount of stupidness them doing, and they still have people supporting them and talking about mistake and people work on that. And their reaction is an equal opposite reaction because people finding excuses and people finding reasons to say that this and that and the other. So them trying to prove to the people, according to Hercules, put a tie and a crapo, and people still vote for the crapo. They voted for Roman, they voted for PNM. So they're trying to prove that they could do the citizens what they want. The citizens have been programmed. And it's a 32 gig PNM supporters movement. They've upgraded. So we could do what we want. We could talk until we mouth bleed. And they will still vote PNM. There's nothing we can do. Because it's in them, and a man talk about the ancestors. It's the ancestors who have in this position. Them ancestors prove themselves to be loyal to the PNM. So we expect the grandchildren and the great-grandchildren to do. Leave Dr. Eric William over there till 2030 for we to get a post-war country in 2030. And any one of the PNM people believe we will get a post-war country in 2030. I want to see that too. Because the last time Kamala gone for Patrick in 2020, they said she shut up everything. So right now, let's do set up nothing for Dr. Eric Williams, the high plan for 2030 vision plan. So thank you and have a good day.
Thank you so much for your call.
Thank you, caller.
Caller, good afternoon, welcome.
Good evening, everybody.
Hi, good afternoon.
I had a call earlier on and said that the country had no money and the treasury empty, right? So if that is so, how come the 50 million only have for entertainment? He borrowed that money to them. Borrowed the money for entertainment?
They just know that conveniently. The country has no money conveniently, but they could take 47%.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, sweetheart, thanks. We're taking your calls. There's a lot of calls on the inside. I know we have some voice notes as well to play, but we're taking the calls. Hi, good afternoon, welcome.
Good afternoon.
Oh, KFC. KFC, you mute the call, KFC. KFC, if you're hearing me, mute the call. Right.
I find we are doing that these days, boy.
Yeah. But I got back to the toilet, so I will call her so I can have my hands all touching the phone. I want to get now.
Oh.
Well, what's the good afternoon to Tisha and everything?
Yeah, man.
Tisha.
Oi.
Bless the Lord for everything. I want strength and power and more life to you and the family now.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I better don't see, man.
Don't worry. Once we get blessed up, we go bless you up. You know where the thing does go.
But yesterday I got to see the shaky hand.
KFC, break it up.
Jordan. I flew to the boss, Jordan and the family. I got to meet him yesterday now.
All right.
Yeah, so I sent some love to you and the family and things. But Tisha and every yesterday down in City Gates there, boy. I reached down there about after 2. I go to Slago Candy 3 o'clock bus. The bus delay. The bus delay until 5 o'clock out to see and everything.
The
post out and all the cabin get right now. But you see, the government actually want to be good. They really feel shop for them. They want to be a public servant for them. Because they like to blame everybody, so we not come like the public servant.
Oh God, the fair, but I like to blame people, boy.
That's the right thing.
Imagine the minister works the public utilities want to blame the fire service. And when the people don't say it's out of water, but he's still blaming them and tell them retract that statement, it's out of water. Because he wants to take out himself.
Yeah, you see, he tried to try in the bush there, because he's in charge of
of the fire brigade and them two ends?
Yeah, he's in charge of the Ministry of National Security, in charge of the fire brigade.
Right. Yeah, but people don't wake up and see them government they take me for fools. He said they be luck to understand.
Yeah, man, blessed love, right?
Yeah, love, yeah.
Yeah, man. Caller, good evening, welcome. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Yeah, man.
And good afternoon to your listeners. You know, I don't know. They didn't feel people stupid. People were really stupid. Right? Because Trinidad is the only country when it has fire, it is called WASA. And if it had water, where's the sense or where you need to call WASA for? You have to call the responders, the fire service.
Yeah.
But that is not the reason why I call. So, a public servant now have the authority to put in whatever information them want to put in inject whatever clause them want to put in, and pass the paper for you, the minister, right, to proceed with. That is what all they want us to believe. The public servant come up with their own clause, come up with that $25,000. If you have that in savings and more, then you don't qualify. And you know what? You know what is the most disturbing thing, as I continue to say? The supporters have become worse than the politicians. They're coming out and making noise and talking about people greedy. They have so much money and still want pension. But Dr. Rowley said it have no problem with the rich getting richer because they would provide opportunities for the less fortunate. So if you have a set of money, what's stopping you from going and apply for your pension?
No, people greedy. People greedy, but the rich are greedy.
No, the rich is not greedy. Only these people learn this thing back to front.
Yeah.
Right? And I don't know, but you see, it's so much areas in this country we have challenges because the reporters supposed to be asking them where did the clause initiate from. Forget about the part where they're talking and trying to breaks and dance and
where it come from? Where that arrive from?
Yeah. Exactly. What's going on in all their head to sit down and come up with that? That persons, you know, some people they start to plan for retirement later than some, right? And end up in a not so fortunate position because the earlier you start, the better. So let me say you start late and you're aggressively saving for whatever reason, to renovate your house, to send your child to school, wherever it is, right? And you amass 27,000. Then you don't qualify for a pension. That was be going through these people head who live in at a salary way above the poverty line, getting perks like housing allowance, and you're living somewhere. Entertainment allowance. You understand? Big hardback man and woman, all kind of allowances. Up to now, only start a conversation about cutting back or listening on your perks. Up to now, that conversation is start. But every time it's for the nation and the public to benefit, all the ministers have all kind of reasons, right?
Yeah.
Ease up on your macaroni pie, courtesy Gonzales. Right to work, use a coal pot, courtesy Kid Scotland. Tighten your bed, do more with less, courtesy Dr. Rowley. We have to remove the subsidy and laugh about it, courtesy Mbert.
Wait, loud.
All kind of reasons why you can't give Wigot what they want for the salary negotiation. All kind of reasons why, not from the CPO, you know, from you, Mr. Mbert, why the government and the state cannot carry that financial burden. But no conversation along that line as it relates to we having to now carry that hefty increase that only going to enjoy on top of salary that I continue to say is nowhere close to the poverty line. None of it is settled. None of it is settled. All you could have taken 4% and went to the sky too. And tell the people and them, if only try to make it look like it. Either Archie and them coming down at all, if only accept it, tell them, that's how you want to stay in the nation, you could get the back pay and lose your job. And then take you all the way to the Privy Council. All you don't business about this country, Dr. Rowley, and it is only the people who blocking one eye and looking at all you cannot see that. It is only the people who come in on the night there and gassing up all you who cannot see that. and cannot understand the need for leaders to lead by example, how could you all have that narrative of why we have to do more with less, and you come and tell the nation you accepting that report because the SRC do a good job and it's not about fairness, and so be it. And people want to come out of the whole, boy, are you thinking easy in this place? It's really not a real place, but a lockdown.
Thank you so much, Chris. Chris, you're real opening the eye, you know. I ain't lying, you surprised me. You're real opening the eye, you surprised me. And that is the kind of level-headed thinking we want, and that is not the UNC thinking, because we know you and no UNC.
Correct.
We show you and no UNC. That PNM thinking. You understand? We show you and no UNC, but we appreciate your honesty. We appreciate that you're real. You understand? Caller, good afternoon, welcome.
Hey, good afternoon, give you a round of applause for you now, because, you know, it shows that earlier, the influence earlier has, you know, and the program on the carrying on, it has some positive effect on the citizens of the country, right? Unlike some people, when they come to do the program, and they find like they want to talk the current affairs thing, you know, they tell music and them kind of thing, you know, understand? It's only when things on the opposite side showing some kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
They're talking about that, you understand? But we don't make out already, you understand? And contributing to, well, I wanted to call things yesterday, but considering that fire and that thing that takes place, one say it didn't have water, one say it had water, and all kind of thing. So if the minister is saying that it had water, will you try to tell me when the fire truck and them reach it, right? That they will fully use the water to conduct the fire and to keep the fire and to hold the fire. Something had to be wrong. You always show you blame on somebody. But again, they can make out. Just like this thing with this venture business, right? The opposition didn't supposed to see and read that bill. They were supposed to come and just pass that bill, right? But they went through it with that fine keep home and they realized what was going on. And when they bust the fine out, you know, if you watch these couple of these things going on, the finance minister come and make a report, next day he come and he correct it. Same thing with the attorney general. You make a report, then after you come to change it, Donna Thompson, she comes to change it, all kind of things. What are they really doing? That is mistakes all they're making, and that's not a little mistake, that is a big mistake. One election or something, or they try to tell people are incompetent or some kind of thing. Yeah? Something had to be wrong in this place. And then you see Stuart Young come today with an next press conference again. Anytime you see them come out to press conference, there's something they come in to defend. Because they know right now, let me tell you something, the devil leaves them in a, you know, they say the devil is the abuser and then abuser. Right now the abuse starts, because that is what's going on in this place. And there are people every single day on TikTok and Facebook and you name it, they're just coming out. You know why? Because they're getting fed up at this foolishness that's taking place in this country. And it shows that all they're doing something good to the, because it, you know, all these things where them other program talking about, you understand? And only bringing back things from 2050. We don't want to hear nothing about that, boy. And playing old videos about, you remember this, you remember that. We don't want to hear that. You could take that and put it in your smoke and pipe it, because let me tell you something. The citizens of this country is totally fed up at what's going on in this country, and every day some kind of bacchanal taking place. You understand? And you know what they say every time now? Well, let me tell you something. All the time expire. And it's time to take back this country. Because this what's going on in this country here. Look at that. They're talking about who visit the fire and whatever and things. People dying in this country every day in worse situations than that. I'm not in my representative from the area. Don't go and control the family or some kind of thing. You understand? That's to show you the difference with them and the opposite side. I tell you, look, we have an MP in Cuba. Every single person die in the area that man every day. One day I meet him, man had 5 funerals to go and he attend every single one. You understand? So that is the difference with when we have a representative and they're representing the area.
Yep.
That's the kind of representation we need, brother. And we're not seeing that on the other side. But one of your colleagues die, you're gone, and then they're condemning people about talking about it. No, that is what that's the perception and they're putting out there, and that's what people seeing. And the country getting fed up at that.
All right, caller.
For that.
Let's see if we can take another one before we head to the top of the hour, all right?
Blessed afternoon.
Blessed,
Blessed
man.
afternoon.
Thank you so much for your call.
Yes.
Caller, good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon to you, TC. Good afternoon, Heavy and Trinidad and Tobago. Good afternoon.
Good
Before I
afternoon.
give my contribution, I just want to go to one of your previous callers that called and said we ancestors was PNM and that's why we saw. I want to tell that caller, don't mix up we ancestors and nonsense. The people who was PNM back in the days was the ones who used to be cleaning massa toilet on the slave ship. Them wasn't we ancestors. We ancestors fight for freedom. So don't come and talk chauvinist with conscious people listening to the radio, but we ancestors was PNM. Don't try to put no clothes on we ancestors like that. Yeah? The ancestors was the one was fighting against the oppression. So when they're using words, say the slaves and them who used to clean the toilet who was PNM who are we in this situation today. Make it sound so. Don't use ancestors. That's a big word for you to be using, tying it up to the PNM. That's a shook. That was a dumb contribution. And let me go to my contribution now. Heavy and TC, Dr. Rowley 2030 vision. Now I want you to pay attention. Trinidad and Tobago and the elderly. First, Dr. Rowley and them said that how they're not putting property tax on us. They come, they fight to the property tax. Kamala Prasad sister tried to get rid of it and fight them against it till they had to take it back because they didn't do it right. And then they bring it back and drop it on way. First they deal with property tax. Now they get the property tax in place. These people have things in their back pocket, such as taking away all your pension. What more for you to understand that when you have to pay property tax and they want to take away your pension, what do you think they're after? What you really think they're after? You or elderly people who have a little property and think that they want to leave for their generation or their grandchild or their favorite grandchild or they love so much. The PNM want to destroy your grandchildren's dreams because after property tax and taking away the pension, it's over for you. It's over for you. So I want to tell all your elderly people, if all you really love or if all you really want to leave something when all you're gone for your beautiful generation to come, get rid of the PNM because the PNM want to take everything all you work hard for. And all you're seeing it, they even hiding it in the dark. They turn it in plain sight. They bring property tax, they rest it on all you. Now they want to take your pension to make sure you have nothing to pay property tax so that they could take your property from you and they could dead and leave nothing behind. Well, you have a good afternoon. I go.
Thank you so much for your contribution. We have just time to take one more. Hear what?
Yeah.
Let me play one of these voice notes and we'll play the rest of the voice notes in the third and final hour.
Yes, gentlemen, long time. Good afternoon, TC. Good afternoon, Heavy. Sampler here. My brother went to the other here and reporter talking about this. The inspected car, or the inspected vehicle. Or to get a vehicle inspected, I should say. And it's not on the system. So when you go on the send them license, when you go on license, you know, a few vehicles right now not in the system. There are glitches or some kind of thing going on in the system. So what is authority or government doing? Or Rohan and these people implementing people chastising you on the road and all over. And nothing is working perfect. The roads are a mess, mashing up your vehicle and stuff, but all kind of high prices and all kind of demerit points. When you want to do these things, you gotta make sure your road network and your system is properly well functioning. And this is what they don't understand, right? This is what they don't understand. So imagine that they're going to try not on the system and they can't, well, something wrong, I don't know, right? I don't know the details, but you couldn't get it done, but you had to end up getting a letter to move around, right? So it just shows to show you, okay, what you all implementing these things. We have so much of people, young people looking for work. Get them data jobs. They enter things, you know, right? Get them the ones who brilliant behind the computer. Give them work, right? And it's for them to enter things proper and make sure you have a proper system because you know when I work government first a while, I'm not in it anymore. And it's all about that grease hand and get back and all kind of thing. And they're not putting the right system in place. So I might buy a system or a program or something based on a friend and it's not the right system. You understand? So I would leave it there for now.
All right, thank you so much for you guys for all the calls and messages. In our second hour. We have our third and final hour around the corner. What we're going to do, we're going to play out all the voice notes. If you send any text messages, we do not read the text messages. You can send a voice note and we're going to play the voice note, all right? And for those who was not hearing, I adjusted it, so I hope you're hearing clearly out there. See you guys in our third and final hour. We'll be back after this.
Attention business owners. Are you looking to reach a vast audience and boost your brand's visibility? Then look no further. The Street 919 FM is here to help you shine. With over 170,000 followers on our social media platforms, our radio station is the perfect platform to showcase your products and services. Join us and let your message be heard by thousands of eager listeners. Contact us now to learn more about our affordable advertising packages. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to connect with your target audience. Advertise with the Street 919 FM today. For more information, call 399-5959, 384-2232, or 378-1470.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM.
Tune into the Street 919 FM this and every Thursday from 10:25 a.m. to 10:55 a.m. for the program Conscious Talk.
Emancipation cannot be a one-day dress-up in African card event. It has to be a serious process in which resources are provided to our people to ensure they are emancipated. You cannot develop on handouts. That's another form of domination and control. When programs and policies are put in place so that you can develop economically, so that you can become business people, then and only then we can begin to talk about economic development.
Conscious Talk. Conscious Talk. Talk.
Are you searching for the perfect venue for your wedding reception, company retreat, graduation celebration, or just an unforgettable party? Well, look no further. Vibes Event Space is ready to bring your event to life. Located at number 15 Mount Pleasant Boulevard, Bonaccord, Tobago. Our space offers the perfect settings for any occasion. Call us today at 394-3612 or 620-3057 to book your date. And don't forget to follow us on social media at Vibes Event Space to see what we're all about. Make your next event one to remember at Vibes the Event Space. The Event Space.
It's Nyla. There's no Christmas like my Christmas. A B-Mobile Christmas. That's my Christmas. There's nothing like the first taste of pastel. Juicy ham, homemade bread and restaurant. Changing all the curtains from room to room. Rapping music while we singing param tunes. Nothing like winning big with B-Mobile. 1 million in prizes that will make you smile. There's no Christmas like my Christmas. A B-Mobile Christmas. That's my Christmas.
Win over 1 million in prizes this season with B-Mobile.
B-Mobile.
Life is on.
The Street 919 FM mobile app is now live. Keep in the loop with all your favorite programs. Be in the know first and carry us wherever you go. Listen and watch us live at the click of your fingertips. Download our mobile app now. Go in your favorite app store, whether it be Android or Apple, and type in The Street 919 FM.
Join the winning team with Pastor Alkaline John every Tuesday at 11:05 a.m. to 12 noon and every Wednesday night from 7:05 p.m. to 8 p.m. live on the street 919 FM as he talks about Lviv, the power of 5 fruits, one of the most powerful antioxidant supplements on the market today. The 5 superfruits in Lviv are mangosteen, acai, pomegranate, goji, and nuni. These fruits have a positive and profound impact on human health performance and disease. Join him as he gives live testimonials of the Lviv healing powers. To get more information, you can contact Pastor Alkaline John at 516-286-7079 or you can visit his webpage at www.alkalinejohn.com. Remember, every Tuesday at 11:05 a.m. and Wednesday at 7:05 p.m. live on the street 919 FM.
Young people of our nation, ignite your wellness journey with Nature's Touch Youth Health Caravan with Princess Omega and Associates. Prevent ill health today and reap the benefit of good health tomorrow. Join us every second and fourth Saturday of each month at 9:25 a.m. to 9:55 a.m. where we bring to you innovative health solutions. Invest in yourself today by ensuring that you're enjoying optimum health. We are located at number 3, 7th Avenue North via the Eastern Main Road, Barataria. For further information, please call or WhatsApp us at 868-310-8671 or 364-4464. Remember, at Nature's Touch, your health is our priority.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
The biggest Christmas countdown is on at Furniture Plus. We are bringing you amazing deals every day. Come enjoy massive savings with up to 25% off. Smart TVs up to 35% off. Appliances up to 40% off. Mattresses and up to 50% off. Living room and bedroom furniture. No cash? We got you covered with affordable hire purchase plans. Plus earn Caribbean Airlines. Travel miles when you shop with us. All Furniture Plus stores are open today. Don't miss the biggest Christmas sale at Furniture Plus. Check press and social media for details. There's no feeling like winning over $1 million in prizes with B-Mobile this Christmas. Drive away in one of 2 grand prizes BYD Dolphin electric vehicles. Plus, win cash, grocery shopping sprees, smart TVs, and more every week. Top up $40, buy a prepaid plan, buy a handset, switch, use B-Mobile Go, pay your bill, or sign up for postpaid, MiFi, or wireless broadband to enter. There's no Christmas like My Christmas on B-Mobile. Life is on. The Street 919 FM is your platform for informed debate and critical thinking as we dive into the heart of political and social issues, empowering you to make informed decisions. Join our Facebook community, The Street 919 FM, and connect with like-minded individuals. Share your thoughts, engage in constructive dialogue, and stay updated. Follow, like, and share, and be part of the movement. Get the best deals of the season, only at Courts with our massive 3-day sale. Get more when you buy one. Get 150% off credit. Get 60% off Christmas decor. Save up to 50% on mattresses and up to 40% on living room furniture. Get 30% off rugs and home decor. Plus, get up to 20% off televisions and major appliances. Don't forget, Vroom Vroom is back. Purchase any item at Courts and you will be automatically entered for a chance to win a brand new Kia Sportage. Offers valid until the 20th December or while stocks last. Courts, bringing value home. Terms and conditions apply. Tune into The Street 919 FM every Thursday from 10:25 a.m. to 10:55 a.m. for the program Conscious Talk with Steve Ann. Trying to be conscious is to be aware of what is happening around you, where we are at, and where we are going. Every Thursday from 10:25 a.m. to 10:55 am Conscious Talk.
Good afternoon, Heavy and TC. I won't be long, but I want to get to the bottom of the source. All the talk and talk is good, but we need to organize. We need to do a people's manifesto. And in this manifesto, number 1 will be constitutional reform, especially dealing with term limits and a fixed date for election. The second most important point will be true autonomy for Tobago. We need to do this. We need to get that document circulated so that any political party coming to us asking to support their franchise, we need to hear their issues on these critical points.
Good afternoon, Heavy and TC, and to everybody out there. Oh, what a tangled web we weave when we first set out to deceive. They tried to deceive the people, and they got caught up in their own web of lies. Which unnamed public servant will take a pen and go in a corner and add a clause to a bill, and all you didn't know anything about it? If they're not blaming unnamed public servants, they're blaming Kamala. They're blaming Tom, Dick, and Harry. They refuse to take blame for whatever they are doing. Just the same way an unnamed public servant, right, interfere with files in the AG's office. He couldn't find the files. Was it the same unnamed public servant that gave the Auditor General wrong information? Was it the same unknown public servant that gave Coleman with the wrong set of figures with the terminal? We have to find out who is this unnamed public servant that causing so much of mischief in this government and causing them to look bad and make fools of themselves. They can try to spin it how they want. It's still not making sense. And as Mr. West rightly said, they should have resigned immediately for that nonsense that they're talking about. And you know the narrative with the PNMites is that it didn't bother anybody, nobody interfered, nobody benefited from it or whatever. But they still beaten Section 34 and nobody benefited from Section 34. Thanks a lot, guys.
In 2010, in UNC manifesto, they stated that senior citizens on reaching the age 60 would have received a government pension. When they got into power, Kamala told the people, the senior citizens, that all is so concerned about, that it was a misprint. That is not deceit.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Somebody need to ask these government officials who came up with that clause, who came up with that bright idea, right? That $25,000 in savings and beyond would disqualify you from receiving a pension. Forget the fact that Ole wasn't going and putting that part in the law. Forget about that part. Who came up with it? That's what we want to know. Who came up with it? And I'm betting my bottom dollar we would never get the answer to that question. But you will always have people running out to defend the foolishness that continues to take place in this country. And you know, some of them had the goal to run out and talk about people who greedy and they have a set of money and they still want to get pension. All you forget, Dr. Rowley say, it have no problem with the rich getting richer. So they could provide some opportunities for the poor. So if somebody have a set of money and they want to get pension, then that's not supposed to be no problem with all the supporters of the PNM, based on the statement by Dr. Rowley. Allow the people and them to access the money. Based on what your leader is saying, they would provide opportunities for the less fortunate. Just keep spinning. Just keep spinning, 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 spinning. Lord have mercy on us in this country. Lord Father, have mercy on us.
Good afternoon, TC. Good afternoon, Effie. Right now, over on my side now, but I have no internet provider right now, so I'm using data now, but so that why I'm coming in and out now, but so TC and everybody that's locked on listening, strength and power to you and the family. Effie, TC, more life for 2025. We'll always keep the fire blazing. I'm going to this lying, taxing, thieving, heartless, wicked government. He said, I mean, bless.
Good afternoon, caller.
Good afternoon to Mr. TC and to Mr. Heavy. How are you going this afternoon?
We okay? What's up?
Yeah, I did. Now, listen, in relation to the constitution concerning the pension. Now, listen, in government, out of government, the UNC mission is one thing, and that is to continue to seek the interests of Trinidad and Tobago. Understand where it is going in there? What I was trying to keep on it, but then they couldn't keep it on the down because they had it without in the public domain. None of that. They just have Ms. Camilla bring it out before them, right? And now they pull back on it. Now, after again, in government, outside of government, the UNC have one mission. I want anybody to give me a good reason why I should not respect and give the UNC my support. I want anybody to explain that to me or give me a reason why I shouldn't support these people and them. Now, listen to this one thing. When they come into the bad road and all the different things that is not going good to the country, when they put in question to PNM supporters, don't ask them what is their accomplishment under the PNM. Because their accomplishment is one thing, PNM. You see, once PNM went, that is their accomplishment. If you wish to put any question to anybody else and ask them about the status and how the country is going, you have to ask somebody that question, somebody who wants good for the country. Like, for instance, Heavy, for instance, UTC, and all these of the different people like Mr. West and KS and all the people who would always come and highlight the issues of the country. High food prices, well, crime is a major thing because crime affecting every single body because anybody could be targeted out there on a daily basis while you're out there on your daily duty, right? So crime is a problem. But don't ask the PNM supporters about it because I tell you again, their greatest accomplishment is PNM. And let me show you something. You see all of the different things, what to take our country forward. Anytime you hear another government is in power, they're going to hear PNM supporters coming and flying in the people them face to tell them what they should be doing right and all what they're doing wrong. Now, I hear Heavy mention something, he has already mentioned it on a daily basis, that the PNM should not be in opposition. You're right. You know why? Because they're going to object every single thing that the UNC do. They're going to object on every single thing. Now, they had 9 years going into 10 years. They can't get nothing right. But somebody else got a chance to seek the country and they're going to have all the answers then. This situation where it is going on here, if that happened under the UNC, it would have big match in Polyskin in the morning. And everybody would have been there and never had to ask nobody to come out. People would have taken it upon themselves to come out and protest, and then they would have used this ship to talk about this is not about party, it is all about country. Look, you have a reason to say something now. How much are them talking? So I am just saying it is like game. You see, PNM, I make up in my mind, I don't really want to have much to say about these people and them, because at the end of the day, them on their way out, and whatever it is PNM have to do, they will continue to do until they expire. So I don't really have time to say much about the PNM, but I say this one thing in closing. If you was to ask the PNM supporters what is their accomplishment under the PNM, forget about crime, forget about the food prices, forget about the status of the nation, crime is going to a higher level. They don't care nothing about that. Their accomplishment is in PNM, and anytime them lost is when PNM lost. Thank you.
All right, caller. Thank you very much. Caller.
Hi, good day.
Good day, caller.
First time caller. Always listen.
Welcome.
First time I'm calling. I just wanted to say something. Of all what's going on in this country, if the PNM should lose and lose bad, I think that would be the end of the PNM. You know why? Because the ruling party all have to say, because they do so much wrong and so much lies, that all they have to do is say, if all they want no pension, and if all they want property tax and the crime, just put back the PNM there, and it's going to make room for another party to born. It already have other parties, but for another party to be the opposition, or maybe the next government. So they're going to wipe out the PNM.
My brother?
If they lose, yes, sir.
I want to tell you something. What you are saying is good well-wishing, right? But me being a political guru, and fully understand the dynamics of politics, I'm going to tell you, the PNM always have a S up the sleeve, right? And I'm going to tell you what I'm predicting. Yeah. Will they lose the next election? Of course. But what they're going to do, they're going to hit you back in 1986, whereby they're going to lose very badly. They might end up with a couple of seats, right? And they will be in opposition. But they will leave the country in such a bad economical state that when the NERAC party goes into power, the UNC maybe, when the UNC goes into power and they realize how bad and damaged the country is economically, they will have to put extreme measures in place in order to bring back the economy. Right. So which means they will have to cut certain things and implement certain policies and things that the people may not like. And when the people get that now, the PNM will be right there sharpening their chops and saying, yeah, look what they do. Oh, they come in and do this and they come in and do that. They come in and build back the country. And look what they go and do all here. Right? The same thing to do the NAR. Right? It's the same thing they did the NAR. And when the NAR put extreme measures in place in order to try to build back the country and added value, added tax on all goods and services and cut this and cut that and cut back pay and cut COLA and cut 10% and cut everybody and send them public servants and things, people thought the NAR they came to kill them. Right?
I'll listen to you on
yeah, and this is the problem that we are to look out for. So in that 5 years thank you. In that 5 years that the UNC is trying to build back our economy, they will have the PNM sycophants and the PNM people call them radio station, go on the newspapers and say, look, all they wanted the UNC, look what the UNC doing to we, and look what the UNC do this and do that. Not saying that the PNM caused that. Right, this 10 years that they had here, they wouldn't say that at all, right? Because I am telling you, we only seeing what they allow us to see. We only know the true damage that the PNM have done to this country only when our next party goes into office and see there's zero money in the treasury, zero money in the Heritage and Stabilization Fund, zero money in the central bank, zero money to run the country, and we don't know we're over $90-something billion in debt, and some of those debts have to be paid back in the same year that the new party is going to be governing the country, and the very next year, and the year after that, and the year after that. I read all the statistics here for all here in US that they borrow, right? And they're going to put this country in such a state that the very next party that run this, that take over this country will only know the damage that they done when they reach inside of there. And when they reach in there, they will have to, I'm telling you, Trinidad and Tobago, brace, you know. It's going to get harder, even much harder before it gets better. Brace for the storm. Right now, them ready to walk away the bag. If they lose the next election, they are willing to sacrifice the next 5 years to come back in 2030 to say, look what the UNC they do for the last 5 years. Give us a chance and we're going to bring it back. It's the same thing they do with the NAR. I tell you now, they play the same games over and over, political games. Be careful, you know. I understand this. We have no forex, right? Cost of living, everything. I don't understand what these people are doing. We have no direct foreign investment. The refinery closed down. All these things. We are being handed, I'm telling you, the UNC is happy, it's going to be handed a damaged country. Trinidad and Tobago don't expect when they come in there, it's ham, lamb, and jam as a reach, you know. You might have to work harder than ever worked before. You might have to sacrifice even harder in order to build back this country. Unless a miracle fall out of the sky and Donald Trump decides to say, okay, let me get all the dragon gas field or something to run it or something, and let me try to get more gas or some kind of thing. And then all they know, you know, all who have high hopes, right? We have to grind for the next 4 or 5 years before things get better, right? So we have to give Kamala and the UNC a fair chance. Because this PNM government, this last 10 years, what they do to this country, Lord Father knows. I tell you, there's a lot behind the curtain that we don't know, that they're not telling us. They're just paying and buying time. Watch and see something. Let me go back to the lines. Caller. Or the caller hang up. I'm play this voice note. I play this PNM government ain't easy. They're not easy, you know. Them are telling you they're not easy.
Heavy the PNMS is a bucket of KFC and an all-inclusive.
Caller.
Good day to everyone. Besides the 25,000 that they spoke about, you listen to what the other part of it, where they're dealing with your dwelling places and things. So that means if they come by you on your house looking a little alright, no pension for you. It's more theater, no? Check it out. If you listen, watch over that clip with the Attorney General, that Mr. Englishman. You will hear when he was talking about it with Donna Cox, right? Oh, we wouldn't be interfering with the savings, but they're looking at the dwelling and other things as well. Check it out and see. But people, if you only keep up the fight, don't forget, I wonder if Rowley will pay back part of the pension towards the land date in Tobago, where all the hospital material is alleged that went to his thing when men was clocking the card on the hospital compound and going across the and go. What about the divers? You know, it's amazing. People really sleeping in this place, you know. And that's why you see, if you have a little... Yesterday you were talking about they're coming to you with this, they're coming to you with that, they're coming to... At the beginning of your program, I don't know if you can remember. And you know why? Because nobody going to them. You understand? That's why they keep coming with different things all the time. And we want to know about all the money. As you say, 2040, we have to pay back loan, 2035, 2033. All these loans and them have to pay back. You understand? It's to print these things. We have to get these things printed properly and start to try to educate some of these people. Boy, I don't know. It's a hard task. You understand? That's why you see, when you see some countries have takeovers, people are strip off, you know. Because they're not expecting that type of thing. The people sleeping in this country. Anyway, don't forget, we won back the land on Sharkville. You understand? And I don't know if a man could own part of the sea that you want to lock up people if they pass fishing or trying to catch bait in a certain area wrong by input land on the island. I don't know if that's how legal that is. You understand? I can't understand that. Them own Trinidad is Rowley and them own. You understand? And we have to take back the country. Look at you find we take back the country. Anyway, fellas, keep up the good work and keep jamming them. Something had to come out of this, you know. Something had to...
Go ahead, Avi.
Yeah, thank you, Cora. Thank you. I was explaining to them, TC, and letting them know, don't feel for a moment after this general election 2025, right? That is going to be a walk in the park, you know.
Heavy, these hypocrites out there, these thinking people who suffer themselves for 10 years will expect the rainbow one time.
One time.
They would expect that all the time that they was tightening the belt, they would say, but look, the wind. And Rowley was telling me 2027 would have been good.
Yep.
Right? And they would expect showers. Floods of blessing, not showers.
From where?
Heavy.
They don't know the kind of damage this government done to the country.
I want to hush this evening. Because I'm going to hurt people this evening. I'm going to hurt people.
Hurt them, TC. They need to be hurt more than the PNM hurting them.
I'm going to hurt people.
You want to hurt them more than the PNM hurting them? They don't hurt them.
Because I'm going to tell you. Right?
Hurt them.
These same people who allow this government to do all that they do.
All that they do.
And all the information that we brought here about money that is not, we even know where it gone.
Where it gone. Yep.
You know what I'm going to say?
What do I say?
They want the Indian to spend the money. So everything must fix. When the Indian come here heavy, then we be real heavy. Heavy, we had to stop playing this game of we afraid to say the truth or not.
Watch me. I want to tell everybody at Trinidad and Tobago right now.
Heavy,
we don't even know the economics here because they might be lying to us.
You talking to, you hear who you talking to?
Who?
You talking to just the few people that understand economics. The majority, them people who cussing you right now, in the majority, don't understand economics.
No, they don't understand.
You know why?
They don't understand it.
Because they have been suffering for 10 years and making excuse why they should suffer.
Yeah, yeah.
So they don't understand economics.
Well,
right? So they will only understand economics when the government lose.
They will understand it when the government lost.
Yeah, because they expect one time that everything that was going wrong, that they didn't even realize was going wrong. It's just like the fool who called in the first hour to correct you, right?
He called to correct.
He sent a voice message to say we misleading people, right?
Yeah.
But he didn't hear the press conference yesterday. That wasn't misleading.
No.
He didn't hear all the reasons why IWER telling us, right, that we cannot get anything in this country, right? He not hearing every excuse and lie that this government give us. Right?
Yep.
He's conveniently hearing heavy duty alone. Right? He doesn't hear anything else. These people are deemed to suffer heavy. And only when, and this is why I told you in the beginning when you wasn't here, and I know you were listening.
Yeah, listening.
Right? They suffer their children, their grandchildren, they suffer their self for party. Because they put a party heavy in power.
In power.
And when you say you put somebody in power, where put them to do heavy? To advantage you. Anybody who have power, there's advantage.
Yeah.
Do you know that?
Yep.
Heavy, anybody with power, that word power, next to it is advantage, brother. A lot of people don't know how to control or to absorb power.
Correct.
So when they get power, you hear people say, like the power going to your head.
Yeah.
A little bit of authority going to your head.
Yeah.
That have been happening time and time again because they don't understand how to deal with it. If they understood heavy, that the people that you put there as servants, public servants,
and they're there to serve you,
then we're not going through all of this now.
Nope.
We will not have a almighty IWER or almighty prime minister or almighty minister of public utilities.
But not straight too much this year. I want to come back to the harsh reality that after 2025 election,
you can preach that from now till Paul.
Right?
You go ahead and preach that.
We are going to find out the truth about our economy. Not what they're selling us, not what Baby Barter and them posting, but all at the IMF give we good report and all them stupidness.
After 2025, right? They are going to tell Trinidad and Tobago every day on this radio from 5 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the evening, if we are still here sitting, right? They are going to tell Trinidad and Tobago, we tell Ole don't vote for them because look.
Yeah.
From 5 in the morning till 4 in the evening. Watch and see. Mark my words. This is the only time I can do revelation.
And they will never say it's because I was paying them.
No.
They will never say because I was paying them to be last year.
They will blame UNC for what UNC did before the PNM came in. And they will never say it's because I want the PNM that we're going through this hardship. You know what they would say?
Oh, God.
I could speak revelation. They would say, look, PNM was billing it back. Yeah, and as these people come to crash everything. You telling me, Heavy, I can speak revelation here. Heavy, they will say, the PNM must be back. Look, it was right there.
It was right there.
Yeah, look at it right there.
If they vote for them, they would have seen it and bring it back. Rowdy had the plan.
There wasn't, it was, the success was right there. We was at the doorstep. And we come and we get fed up and give them people it and them people mash it up. They would go in and say, Heavy, you feel his kicks? Heavy,
I laugh. You know
they're
what
going to say that next year.
You know what happened that? Because it's the truth they say.
But I'm telling them when I say that we reach the end of the tunnel, we were seeing the light. We read, and they went, and they gave these people an limit.
I seen a 1986 coming back right here, though. I seen a 1986. I'm telling you, I am seeing a 1986 in replay, in repeat, after 2 more decades. I am seeing it again coming here. When the NAI win, they beat the PNM bad to the 3-3, right? And they leave them with a country with nothing.
Well, if
with zero zench.
Well, let me tell you this.
Tell her to run by the IMF begging.
If the PNM still have 3 seats
after this
election,
that is it.
I still give up.
I give up too.
I'm telling you, if they still have 3 seats, they're not supposed to have none. You know why?
Yeah, not supposed to have none.
Because Tobago done gone already. Tobago done make up their mind. And that was 2 seats in Tobago that they could have won.
Right.
Right? But Tobago say they're staying with the Tobago people.
Right.
Right? So they ain't have no 2 seats in Tobago. Right? If they still have 3 and 5 and they still win 9 seats in Trinidad and thing, I give up. Because we really
they're not supposed to have none. You see, they're not supposed to even be in opposition. I just keep saying that. The PNM are supposed to even be in opposition to the 2025 election.
You ever play all fours?
Yeah.
And you get licks below the belt?
Below the belt, yeah. If you make 1, you ain't get a short point.
You get a short point.
Yeah.
If you get a point, you beg for it.
Yeah.
That the kind of licks
they're supposed to get.
They're supposed
14-1.
Yeah, they're supposed to get that kind of licks. You know why? As the game start, a man supposed to kick a jack. Then the bag and he go back. He didn't get them one. He go back. He kick a next jack. And then as he kick that next jack, right? And they start to play. They get all. They get all one time, and then he go back and they kick a next jack. That's the kind of licks you're supposed to get, Heavy.
And then he go back and he kick a 6. And then he
hang a jack and done the game.
Oh God. You see? I laugh at them. I still laugh at them when you say they will say it. No.
That is the truth, Heavy. They are going to say, look, the government do and build back the economy in 10 years. And we went and give them people. They
will say they build back the economy in 10 years?
Yeah.
They go forget all what Imbert and them do?
No. They don't know what Imbert and them do. You remember they ignore that. They don't even know, you know. Heavy, all those things we read out there
and we talking
about all those borrow money
and all them things.
And we show the actual documents, right?
Yeah, because they still have people saying Petrochen and closed down.
Let me tell you a little story. Let me tell you a little story, Heavy. We had a new worker yesterday. And in introducing ourselves, we started to speak, and we always speaking politics in the room now.
Right.
So she said, she's voting PNM. It's a big woman, a big old woman. I'm voting PNM. Nobody can tell me that. I said, so why are you so arrogant when you're speaking? Why are you so angry when you speak in the ills? Right? That because everybody talking the ills.
The ills, yeah.
Right? And we asking her, so why? I approached her one time. But you know, I have some knowledge now. So I could go in. So I said, why are you so arrogant? Why are you getting on so? Because you get this work. You get this work through them. Yes. I said, well, let me ask you something. So they gave you this, right? Yes. I said, well, don't come to work for the rest of the week. Because that's yours.
Yeah.
That is yours. Don't come.
Yeah.
And see if you will keep that they give you.
Yeah, that they give you.
Well, if they give me that to come, I said, okay, do you know that they were supposed to provide that for you and you wasn't supposed to feel special?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to feel special that you get this?
Yeah. You still have to work?
I say, and you have to come here every day and still have to do it to get your bread.
Yeah, yeah.
You didn't get anything. They're supposed to provide for you.
Yeah.
I say, you know our government's supposed to provide jobs for its citizens?
Yeah.
What? I say, yeah, they're supposed to provide it.
Or at least open opportunities for you to get jobs.
Obviously, if they can't provide it directly, provide opportunities for you to get it.
Yeah.
Right? And she was like, I said, so what is the reason you're really, really going on about? This woman will tell me that today's living, cost of living and everything is easier than when she was young. So everybody was like, what? And I said, darling, you hearing what you saying?
Yeah.
I said, darling, how much you used to pay for a whole chicken long time? A whole chicken, like when you was 15, 16.
Yeah.
17. I say, I could remember paying, like for a big chicken, you get for like $18, $20.
Yeah.
How much for a chicken now? Here she, about $70. I say, is that cost of living being better for you? No, but I have a friend. They always have a friend.
They always
right?
have a friend.
Yeah, that she when she gets she money, she just buy a whole case of chicken and fry it and just eat chicken. I say, and that is why you basing that on that one person that buying a whole case of chicken and fry that don't make no sense. That whole story that make no sense.
Yeah, yeah.
I say that story making no sense. She does just buy a whole case of chicken on a Friday just so and fry it and eat it just so. I said, well, it don't make no sense. But if she does do that, that's what you basing cost of living on.
Yeah.
That friend
could buy a case of chicken.
Could buy a case of chicken. I said, you just like the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, when he's ready to put more pressure on the citizens, he will say, look how much people went stink and dirty.
Yeah,
and that's only 8 or 10,000 people out of 1.3 or 1.4 million people. 10,000 people went stink and dirty, but you telling the whole 1.3 or 1.2 million people, right? That we have to raise more taxes because 10,000 people went stink and dirty. Right? I said, that makes no sense, darling. You telling me you watching your neighbor frying a case of chicken and eating that, and then she does buy Hennessy when she want, and because of that, cost of living is better or easier.
You don't even know if they have a man selling drugs. You see, that come like the man who say, you don't have money, but you don't come play the polo, come out new cars on the road.
Half of them guys, the bank own 3/4 of it.
All.
Is the bank own?
All TC.
You could, if I
99% of the cars on the road that is new is owned by the bank or some lending agency.
Yeah. I asked in the room. I say, you wanna see? I say you wanna see how real out here is? I say I would like everybody in the room here put up your hands. If you buy a bottle of Hennessy in the last 2 months, nobody popped that. I say 3 months, nobody popped that. 4 months, nobody popped that. I said, I go in 6 months, anybody buy a bottle of Hennessy and just spray on it. I said, everybody inside here working and could afford a bottle of Hennessy. And she said, yes. I said, only talk the truth. Who buy a bottle of Hennessy in the last 6 months and spray on it? Nobody couldn't put up that. I say, you know why? Because cost of living, even though they could purchase it, they have the purchasing power to purchase it because they're getting money running through the bank, right? And they could say, rest down everything else and I'm buying my bottle of Hennessy. They know that one bottle of Hennessy could throw off their bills, they could throw off their cost of living, something that they were supposed to do that could throw it off. I said, this is what you don't understand, darling. You understand? So she feel because she get a work. She devoted to vote on that.
On that. I got work on the PNM. Them give me a work.
You ever hear more?
But the same thing happen to most CPAP people too.
You ever hear more heavy?
That doesn't make no sense.
Let me take some calls. I see the phones ringing. Hi, good evening. Welcome.
All right. Heavy and TC. Well, this is how the PNM is operating. When they get a small thing, that means you're owing them.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand that, When you notice something when they're waiting around election time to come and to patch a road, fix up, clean to fix a drain and doing little small things.
When they're doing their work. When they're doing what they're supposed to do.
When they're doing their work. Listen to me, Heavy some years ago, I get passed out for mentioning that on the station. You hear what I'm telling you? When I say they're not dipping their hand in their pocket and use their money to finance all the different things in the country, they get them pay for that. A big woman who's could be about 30-something years older than me, pass me out for that. I fasten out a place and we're talking about and all them kind of different things. When I say when they're using the resources of the country to pitch the road, that is not PNM own, that is the country own. And that is what they have to use to do the different work. They pass me out for that. I shouldn't mention that. So they have it done as though the PNM doing the country a favor. Them always waiting around the election time to do small things. And I to tell the people in advance, here what's going on. All they own us. So it is mandatory that all they have to vote for it. Some election they did yours, they did lost. I heard a talk show host on this program, not on the program, on this station say that the PNM shouldn't do nothing for the people who went and vote for them. Go on if I lie check me down right now. I heard a talk show host on that station say that. They said the people who went against and vote against the PNM shouldn't do nothing for them. So they have it done that this country and the resources in the country belongs to the PNM. When I see them waiting around election time to do little small things, and then for the people to come out and vote, listen to me, you owing for that, you have to pay for that, and how you're paying for that is by your voting for them. I don't have to tell this on them. But what I really call for is just the same issue. Now, two things I want to do. I want to say something to the nation, and then I want to put the UNC on a list. To the nation first, I want to say this one thing, right? Be careful with the PNM. Be careful with the PNM and the spokesperson who come in and speaking on behalf of the PNM. These people is very dangerous. And I want to tell the UNC one thing. Have you seen for the 91 million where it is about? Remember when the PNM is now coming to government in 2015, they say, well, Colonel Nimble come out and say that they find a lot of money in different ministries where the UNC borrowed that they didn't get to spend. Colonel Nimble mentioned that to the nation, right? Now look at that, the UNC borrow money, and when they lost the election, the PNM come and find out and they use that. They still come and they borrow $91 billion. I know billion, that is billion they're talking about, and that is what $91 billion. Them come and they borrow. Now they have to understand it's black people running the country. The head of the government is a black man, right? And the reality of the situation is this, right? That portion of the people who is running the government, their mind, black people mind so low that they mind under the dirt. You can't use a backhoe to dig up to find where their mind is. Trust them people mind so low. This is my firm belief that them will spend all that money to make sure that when the UNC come back, they didn't get to spend a dime out of that money. That is to show how low and bad mind these people and their mind is. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, these people will spend all that money. So make sure that the UNC, because here we're going to be saying in their mind, the UNC, if they come and find money, if you got to spend nothing for them, we're going to spend all. So here I say, the UNC, use your lawyers, use all the different black people. Even Philip Alexander could come on board and all. Here what to do. You see the $91 billion what is about that all they have to find to pay back? Listen to this. Let them force them. Let them give an account for that money. Listen to it. You see how it is. We're going into the election. The UNC is very good at doing their job. So I don't want to give them ideas how to go about doing it. They will know. Right? I know there are plenty of people who is connected to the UNC is listening to the program right now. So I am saying right now as we speak, because this is not something what have the NCC make up here. They come and they say they get the information from the public or council organization, whatever, right? So they know every single thing. And I'm telling you again, the PNM is going to spend every single living cent out of that money to make sure when the UNC come, they didn't get a dime out of that money. The UNC should make sure, put these people on them under pressure, let them give an account on that money. Get in the contact with all the different corporations and them who's supposed to get money to do their work and things. Question these corporations and them and find out over the years how much money come to them in order for them to do work and things. I tell you, these black people and them, their mind so low.
All right, caller, come in. All right, caller, bring it in. You're
on for a while.
You're on for a while.
All right,
thank you.
All right, brother, thank you.
Thank you so much. This is our final hour, so we have to callers, you have to keep your contributions short and not continue going in circles, all right?
If you look sharp election day, they pass and pick you up and get a little, they work in the EBC. When they done, they put you on a truck to give out water. TC, I really know what you're saying, because some of them, as they get a little corporation work, and the little HEC place, they just feel special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They still have to go to work, and they still have to pay for that place.
Exactly.
Yes, we totally agree with you. I know that the handwriting on the wall, that the people of this country will be in for some real hardship. Because I tell you, after they unearth all the mischief under the finance minister, what he has been doing and hiding and manipulating on the public's behalf, it is going to be a dark reality that people wouldn't realize until they see it for themselves. So it's the truth. Hard times coming for the country, right? It's not tightening your belt hard times, it's real hard times. Have a good day, TC.
Thank you so much.
All right, Cora, thank you so much.
Good afternoon, Heavy and TC again, and to everybody out there. Heavy, you know what is ironical? When you see Mrs. Pasabi Sessa get back in there, they will want everything fixed overnight, you know.
Yeah.
They will want her to wave a magic wand and fix everything that Rowley destroyed in 9 years to fix overnight. You see the patience that they have with Rowley? They raised gas 5 times and they riot. Let Kamala only raise it once. The things that they're putting up with Rowley and turning a blind eye, playing deaf, dumb, and blind to Rowley's stupidity, you will see what they will try to do with Mrs. Pasabi Sessa. Because the NAR did not do half as much as what the Rowley is doing now. And look what they did to the NAR government.
Yep.
And if Rowley feel that he's going to come and run the government from the opposition bench, I wanted to get he to be one of those to be in opposition, you know. He lied, not this wrongs. She going to tell him to shut up and sit down. Thanks a lot, guys.
Good afternoon, TC and Heavy again. Now, Heavy and TC, I think I heard you all say that you all didn't listen to the opposition Monday night meeting yet. I heard a caller talk about it. Now, this country will have an audit, I tell you. The Kamala Pasabi Sessa said on Monday night, she will be putting a criminal investigation into all this mismanagement and squandermania of this present administration. This country is going to get at ease. Dr. Rowley, them cannot give an account for the kind of money they spend here. This thing have to come back. If we like vex, you have to collect all that money, that salary. That money is going to come back. All you have to listen to the woman when the woman speak, and I call on the media houses of Trinidad and Tobago, why you all are not playing the opposition comments to the nation? Taxpayers are always paying the opposition and the government, so we need to hear from both of them. You understand? This is what the PNM don't want all you to know, that the opposition is waiting to do an audit into the behavior in public office. She let them know clear. This is not like when they was crying foul while she was in government. The PNM have to answer for every cent that's spent. Every cent. When you feel it is just so, what you know they will see. Mark my words. That is why they want Kamala to go. That is why they afraid Kamala. That is why they don't want to part of Kamala, because she keep threatening them politically. You understand? She says she's going to hunt down every cent. You remember Faris Alwari said he was going to follow the money trail? How far he reached? He get kicked out of the position trying to reach that money trail because it was all about lies. Lies. And the Attorney General, when they want to say he's a public servant, they feel the public servants and them. It's just like when the PNM in the opposition, them public servants is do a set of kuchar and bacchanal in the present administration at the time to make them look bad. No, we don't have to go through that with all here. We're just waiting for all it to come and deal with all it politically by the poll. Good night again, Trinidad and Tobago.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well, we are counting down the time. All right. If you want to make your contribution, we would allow you to call in now. All right?
Yep.
You know the numbers to call 342-0081.
And 466-5391.
Yep, that's the numbers right there. You have the opportunity to call in and make your last contributions for this afternoon, for this evening, in fact. And, well, you know, tomorrow is Friday. Yeah, tomorrow is a short day, you know. So It's up to you. All right? Have you anything you want to say in closing?
Well, I just want to tell the people, right? Forget Christmas, forget Carnival. Study elections coming.
Study election.
I just, you see, you know, I so excited for 2025 to come just for election. You know that? I find it taking too long.
Caller, good evening. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Evie. Good afternoon, TC again.
Blessed love.
TC, yeah, watching Monday night cottage meeting. You're going to make sense out of it, brother. You're going to know to disseminate that information that the opposition leader was given by. Evie, watch it now, brother.
I will take a look at it.
Yeah, bless. Because it's some privy information that you will need to, yeah. All right, brother, bless, yeah.
Yeah, man, there's not a problem. These are things I don't normally do, all right, because I believe in sharing my time equally. So between my day job,
and
my evening job, and my family, all right,
Family
it is
time
very important, right? But
so
it's very difficult.
They send your politics thing early in the morning.
It's very difficult to balance the
oh God, boy, every minute, so.
You know, it's very difficult to balance it. But what I would do is I would try and listen to it, if not this evening, tomorrow, all right? And we can have some conversation about it as well. You understand?
Yep.
So the time is counting down. You can still call us. I see we had some calls coming in. All right, you can call us. You know the numbers: 342-008-146-539-1. You understand? And as well, if you have the information out there, right, you must be able to deliver the information here as well. This is your platform that you can call and dissect the information and deliver the information. Don't afraid to come and deliver the information. You can't depend on heavy and
I've been honest with you. I've been bombarded with information.
Right.
Right? As I said, I have 14 chat groups on my phone. 14 group chats people put me in. Right? And 11 out of them 14 chats, it most likely is basically politics. Right?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, politics right through. And then I have people who have my number that will be sending me things right through. I just get videos 3, 4, 5, 6 times, you know. The same thing, you know. Right? And then on top of that, people sending me, I have other talk show hosts who doing what we doing, like Ground Report. They will send me when Ground Report on. They will send me when my TK Observer thing is on. They will send me when Stephen Rees is on. They will send me Wall Street show. They send me that too. Then Wall Street, I have my number to Wall Street. They send me the show too to watch. And then, but when I reach home, TC,
yeah, you're tired.
I go down and sleep.
You're tired.
I go down and sleep. I don't work anymore. If my job was only this, you understand? But I had to live too.
Yep.
I had to live too.
And survival to the fittest.
Correct?
This wrongs here is survival.
This wrongs here is
survival to the fittest.
You understand?
Caller, good evening. Welcome.
Good evening again, but I have you on TC.
Yes, sir.
But I have you on TC. And all of this, because the EBC, if they say get them $10 million, and the EBC say they start for money, this is our next low-hanging fruit. We have to monitor, because the EBC have a program to do to get the information correct for election. Let me keep that burden. Good evening, gentlemen, and tomorrow, please, God, in Jesus' name. Have a pleasant evening.
Thank you so much. We have one more. We have one more that we can take. Hi, good evening. Welcome.
Hey, good evening, fellas.
Hey, good
evening. TC and every busy guy, I'll let me be in the, down in the march now. Go on the little black and black short man and take a picture with us.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I listen all the time, man. Don't worry. I'll do a good job.
Thank you so much, man.
But I still have another election coming up 2025 sometime when the Prime Minister call it. But earlier in the year, I must have called once or twice and I said that we're still in a kind of racial turmoil away. You know what I mean? I still feel we in that. So that will be a big tool for the elections. I hope we still come out of that. If we don't come out of that, well, I don't know. I don't know what could happen to me. So
well, boy.
I still, that's the major problem I see, because in that March day when you march, as you see that Israeli had nobody. right? And the people was there, people was working and looking for their interest. So the way rest of the country, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
So yeah, so that's the only thing I worried about still. If we not coming together, because I still ain't seen it together, because some of PNM supporters still staying on their side. You know what I mean? So
yeah, man. Well, thanks so much for the contribution.
Yeah.
Yeah, love and respect. Yeah. Right, so we're making our way out, Heavy.
Until tomorrow, we're back here, same time, same place.
Yep.
Right, people.
Thanks again. Thanks again for the. And you know, we were reading 113 just now. We up one again. A contractor now get killed inside his van, so you're gonna see that surfacing. Well, we have a few.
So we done break the record already?
We are at day 19, and this month have 31 days. You understand?
And we done break the record already?
And we done break the record already.
The highest murders in the land?
Yeah.
So, Fitzgerald has had 3.
The views expressed.
Yeah, he break it on record.
Wow.
Alright, so you see you guys tomorrow. God spare life, give us health and strength.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the street 919 FM.
Attention business owners. Are you looking to reach a vast audience and boost your brand's visibility? Then look no further. The Street 919 FM is here to help you shine. With over 170,000 followers on our social media platforms, our radio station is the perfect platform to showcase your products and services. Join us and let your message be heard by thousands of eager listeners. Contact us now to learn more about our affordable advertising packages. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to connect with your target audience. Advertise with the Street 919 FM today. For more information, call 399-5959, 384-2232, or 378-1470.